wave of pickings here as a Thamuz, the Hilda, and the Atlas secured by Aura.
But another Yisan Shin. This is the day. I can't believe that this is the day that professional players all around Southeast Asia all of a sudden choose to put Yisan Shin on a top priority. And in fact, it's Geek Fam again, from also from Indonesia, I believe, going up against Aura PH. And this time, they've third picked the Yisan Shin. I don't know what to make of it. One thing that I'm excited about, though, is that this is another Atlas performance from Mr. Lumiere, Silvamillion.
Lumiere, Silvamillion.
Yeah.
And oh man, this is such a painful lineup here by Aura. Look at this. It's a Pharsa, a Leomord, and a Hilda. It's as soon as a Fatal Link comes in, that's gonna be a lot of damage going in.
That's right. It's scary to be honest, and this is what I would want to have when I'm drafting. I'd say the Yisan Shin. There's a lot of damage potential from the hero specifically, but if you combo that up with a fair amount of stuns, it would be so good. But honestly, Geek Fam, this isn't a fair amount. This is a massive amount of lockdown that you can get. You have the Selena, your solo but very potent stun. You have your mid-level control coming up from the Chou, as well as a good setup with the Way of the Dragon, as well as the Khufra with the Tyrant's Ridge. So honestly, if Purifies aren't available on important heroes of RPH, you can see them struggle so much. Nevertheless, it's again Leomord and Hilda. I don't know how you feel about that, Nomad.
It's not something that I would personally draft, but they seem to make it work. Meanwhile, though, on the side of Geek Fam, you can see that the Yisan Shin is together with a couple of hard-hitting heroes here. We got the Selena and the Chou and the X-Borg on top of the Yisan Shin, which is on their own already a good, I'd say, duelists, if that's the right word. But as a team, it would work properly. It's all going to be depending on how effective Killuash is going to be playing this to shut down Chou. Because the Yuzhong versus Hilda, yeah, Hilda's going to be winning that. Chou, though, has a lot of mobility.
Yeah.
Which will add to survivability there.
So yeah, the thing with Yuzhong is that he doesn't have the dashes that can touch the attack of the Hilda. And Chou on the other end, I mean, you may not be as tanky as a Yuzhong, but honestly, the way that you die against that Hilda is only when you feed. And necessarily against your opponents, it's the only way for you to lose that. Nevertheless, we are going to see a two-mask setup now coming out from Aura PH. They also have this funneled Leomord, so it seems.
Yeah, what's not broken, right?
Yeah.
Leomord, the Hilda, the Atlas, they all work properly.
Yeah.
We're going to see if there's going to be a slight change here, because it's going to be Kielvj on that. I guess during Season 3 of the MPL is his signature pick. He was thank God for such a moment there.
You are correct. Oh, that goes way back. Yeah. I always attribute Kielvj as the cushion or the solid Claude or your Ling, but yeah, maybe there was a time when he was definitely the Thamuz god in the Philippines. So clash gonna happen now onto the Atlas taken out early on. Greed trying to run away, but he is still gonna be taken out. Jaypee bombarded on all sides. They will dive him and they will take him, and all of a sudden, man, it's a 4-man takedown. 4-0 in favor of the squad of Geek Fam, and that is 2 for just the Yisan Shin, and that is already amazing, man.
Yeah, 2 on the Yisan Shin, 2 on the Selena. You really can't go any wrong with there. And that's the pressure that Geek Fam Indonesia has in this lineup. The Yisun Shin, just like what we talked about earlier, Yisun Shin needs to rely on the teammates to be able to dish out a lot of damage for him to finally do the... we can't translate this, the police work.
No way, man. No. Okay, explain that meme. The police work meme.
Okay, in Filipino it means taga-police, which means you're gonna be joining the fight at the later point of the fight in order for you to just clean up house. The cleanup crew, there you go. That's what Yisun is.
Yeah.
The cleanup crew. That's a proper term. And
Yeah.
the Ooh, great miss.
What?
How?
No way! No
Hey, that's gonna be
way!
a conversion!
No way! Ipin doesn't need Upin. The sidesteps. That was also. If you're playing basketball, there's this classic move that we call the head and shoulder fake, and that's exactly what Ipin did. The head and shoulder fake is a way for you to how do you say this? Bait your opponents or shake your opponents by doing movements with your head and your shoulder, and then moving the different way with your feet. That's what Ipin did there. That's why Greed pointed towards that direction, because he thought that the Chou will go in that direction. Joker as well getting away, but not for long, as Jaypee is there to clean up house. Ayamjago able to run away. Now Ipin gonna be chased down. That is a close-up stun. Greed trying to run away and will be successful in doing so. Beaten by a shark, but nevertheless a Nomad. That's still, I think, a victory for Geek Fam, and they're slowly getting a lot of control of the early game.
Slow victory. We have yet to see if Lumiere Silvamillion will connect with the Fatal Links, just like what happened earlier on in their fight against Resurgence. But it seems as though as Geek Fam respects the Atlas.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll see how long they will respect him. It's so far, there's a ton of respect, actually, to a point where they are obliging to get a kill on the Atlas. It's a Phantom Steed going to be committed. Low cooldown.
Oh,
Should be
gonna go down.
fixed Joker. Joker's going to go down. Last Insanity, though, it will be used to dive, and they're able to get the kill onto the Hilda. And in comes the Yisun Shin. Look at that. So much early game damage potential coming out from this Yisun Shin. Knowing that he is up 4.6k, almost with the Blade of Despair. He's actually 1,000 gold ahead of the Leomord. And by then, if you're just looking at the stats, that is such a mountain to climb for Jaypee now.
Man, he's already level 10. 5 minutes 30 seconds into the fight. 11 right now.
That's how big it is. And now Lumiere, it's going to be able to run away. That's Raflisha, the Atlas. In comes the Phantom Steed once again, chasing onto Ramzu. But with the Yisun Shin ultimate, they will not fight totally this time. Hilda will be able to turn away, catching on Greed. That is Joker on the Khufra. But Greed was able to fly away. Now the Cotton Inferno will not save the Thamuz. There's another kill going in favor of Geek Fam. Joker gonna be tagged by Greed, but he's still able to run away. In comes the Fender, their strike, but only one strike as Ipin as well as the X-Borg takes down the Pharsa. And they translate this into a turtle.
That was somewhat unfortunate by Killuash. He meant to target down Ramzu, but then his auto attack targeted Ayamjago instead. Or was it Ipin? That was unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Because you cannot edit your settings on the fly. I mean, literally, while in-game, when there's a clash happening, you cannot change your targeting. And it's definitely something that did not favor Hilda. Killuash. Is it over, though? That's the question. If it was a Lancelot or maybe a Ling instead of the Leomord, I could say that it's not yet over. But this is Leomord. And the Thamuz as well as the Hilda is not having a good time as well. It's 11-2 Nomad. And I am inclined to say that this is not possible to win at all for RPH. But then again, I know that they are RPH. I've seen them come back from even greater depths. And maybe, just maybe we can see that in action at their debut here, the Mytel International Championship Series 2. Look at that! Kielvj manning up against 2, still surviving, eventually will fall. And in the middle, that's a mega kill given and fed to the Shin.
That wasn't... I mean, it's good on Kielvj to last long in that fight. But really, he should have just completely backed off there. But I guess he didn't have any other choice because he got completely surrounded. So he just had to fight, try to buy more time for his team. But ultimately, it still wasn't enough because they managed to secure the kill onto Greed.
Yeah. Okay. So Ramzu is already up with the immortality, which is already a problem for the rest of the RPH squad because this is way too early of a big item for the X-Borg. They want to go for more pickoffs, and there it is. They want to go for Jaypee. Jaypee pops the Purify. Momentum going to be used, but it's going to be bursted down. In comes the Fatal Links onto just one, but it's going to be enough. No, it's not. As Joker runs away, Ramzu pops the immortality, and both of them are safe for this moment. Again, no kill conversion for RPH.
Meanwhile, Ipin's going to be pushing over the top lane, doing the Killuash things. And Kielvj against Ramzu should be able to take this.
Oh, wow.
Wait for the last insanity to pop before he dives in, but that's a lot of damage being dealt onto him. He's going to be killed, and that is going to be given to Doyok. And that is a relatively perfect game by Doyok as well. Phantom Steed is going to be summoned just in time with Abyssal Arrow in the connection to the Way of the Dragon as well.
Connecting the dots. Geek Fam really flexing their muscles this time. Ayamjago. The rest of the squad showing what they got against RPH. I mean, after a very good performance in their previous series, they're looking like they had a lot of fatigue in that previous game, to say the least. They are being downloaded and read by the side of Geek Fam PH. Oh, sorry, this is Geek Fam Indonesia. Sorry. Am I right? This is Geek Fam Indonesia, right? Yes. And what I'm trying to say is that Geek Fam Indonesia had downloaded RPH in such a way that they kind of know exactly what the RPH is trying to do. They have checked all of their movements, and it seems like they are taking control of the map. And I think the economy says so. It's 31,000 and only 24K for RPH.
Man, it's not a good look if your core is 2-2 and your opponent core is 6-0-7.
That's right.
It's almost going to be a bad day, but all things considered, Aura can come back from this, but it's a really tall order for them to come back. Oh, Ultimate's gonna get popped. Chunks out a lot of HP from Greed.
Man, another...
It's the Way of the Dragon on the Kielvj. Nowhere to run.
And the thing is, this is again the reverse Dark Knight Falls. They know where their opponents are at. Because of that ultimate from Doyoksyl, that's the Shin. And not only that, one thing that I noticed that we can say about this hero, Shin, why he's very good against teamfight lineups, because the ultimate,
perfect opportunity there. Immediately went for the revenge because he predicted that that's going to be the feathered airstrike, and that's going to be bodies falling down here on the side of Aura, and it's just down to Kielvj to defend this, and I don't think it can. That is done.
Very easy. I want to say that there was a little bit of realization on my part why Shin is good with the ultimate. Apart from the fact that you get vision of your opponents, you also deal damage already before the fight starts. And honestly, when there was an angle for RPH to dive into their opponents there in the mid lane, around the tier 2 turret,